basement behind it. Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind. Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking...
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
So there's a switch on the side!
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one!
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply... The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Very reasonable guesses. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again.
The concentration of...
And that is precisely the problem. We're at... Yes.
But forget about the 2 of us! Not even Nova... Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea The indicators are now red. If this continues... Soon, it will no longer be able... Yeah, you know what the legends...
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right up...
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any tradition. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from... The criminals received no sympathy of any... Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon... And so, as the number of exiles increased, the Hydro Archon continued... And with that... But as time went on, once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered soul... After many, many centuries. Now and again, researchers managed to...
But now you know every part of that history...
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. To be frank, not really. Prophecies are troublesome things. Let's go somewhere else. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The result.
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh?
No need to panic, you two.
What? After you warned us not—
I'm skeptical as well.
The results speak for themselves, don't...
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. Good. Saves me a bit of... Edwin's main areas of research...
You want to blow up the—
What a lovely...
Gotta admit,
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my tech...
Ooh, are they together?
See? Everyone keeps asking this question. Are you two...
You're great!
if I dated her, I'd officially.
Jeez. Forget I said anything. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never...
How much do you know about Fontainian history? Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria, and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster. We're the workers to find out the truth behind this, as the fortress's administrator. All right, that's enough talking for now. Seems like you're good. I'll leave you here.
Oh!
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it.
Great. I look forward.
We're back!
Welcome back.
How can you be so much like Rise?
Huh. While I was sedated, I could...
Must have been Risley and Sish.
Yeah, I heard one...
I really can't make sense.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn...
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time...
Nobody else is around, and Miss...
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself, firstly, why was Fremine affected?
Ooh, he's good.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley... I spent quite a long time thinking about this. What's more, the Fortress of as long as the fortress doesn't do... If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. If Risley does have a... that can't be the full... I don't have enough information.
I can't.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. The two of you have already aided us far too much. If you ever need anything else going forward, though you may not share the sentiment...
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Lenny when it...
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
Oh,
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Kids these days, you just can't run.
It's time for dinner. Well,
on? Over here. Are you here for dinner too? And I'm taking it. Huh. You're right. What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like. Me too! Don't forget... No problem. Just... So delicious. Paimon's so happy. Paimon... Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious. I'm so... Sigewin, do you do... A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care. You're really good at taking care. Really? You're reminded of an older... Oh, and what did you mean back in Rise... Oh, that. I just asked, thankfully, Glorand, although the path was blocked, we still stationed some... Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr... You were all... It's just what we do. Oh... Get a good night's rest, you two. You... I'm super sleepy. Delicious.
Out of my way! Get out of my way!
What happened? Why is everyone running?
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Who's yelling? What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey! What are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye!
Hey! Wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to... Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully complete.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it something?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible.
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. try to move as far outwards as possible.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, two, one.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina. Will do. You have my
Look, there are a ton of Fatilian Palais Mermoni. Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette, though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests, Miss Fer—
Of course, of course! How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always—
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit—
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for— See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There—
Traveler, What do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark. I wonder how he's doing nowadays.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like...
Oh, so you're against ordinary people. My colleague would never be on the... Coming...
but I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit... Oh. And...
Because...
And where did he go after
Well?
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the... Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we...
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the...
Hold on.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
Huh? I don't quite understand.
Have we entered into the next stage of the
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day! This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. The tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But
I win this bet.
Very well. It was...
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people...
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confident?
So what gift must the loser...
That wouldn't happen to be a dig.
Well, I'm sure His Grace...
I was under the impression the residents of a...
That was obviously... Anyway, you've still got some unfinished...
No need to stay here if you have a...
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the...
I must say, Miss Farina.
What are you trying?
At this point, I don't think there's any more yet. Here you are, the prophecies hanging above our necks like a guillotine. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning,
You're wrong. I've never ignored—
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine— Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look, Fontaine will be saved.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working?
My machinations.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always— Allow me to be so bold as to—
And
Oh, that look in—
the emergency response plan is—
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, and what do you plan to do with the massive amount—
the oratories? It's just like—
So you also have no idea. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the oratory. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be— Oh, right. I almost forgot. Judex Nouvillette.
yeah, yes.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina— Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so— Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Judex. You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up. Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt it is getting late.
Very well.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could—
Paimon's coming to...
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax.
They've all been working very hard and have always...
You mean Ridesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. By the way, and you can just consider this— you are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Forget it. He did. I will be meeting someone short—
Do you require help with any prep—
No need. I will I need to meet with Farina.
Oh, come over here. You dare to run from me?
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But anything left unguarded is usually just— It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. In fact, this Archon—
Who are you?
The fear in her pupils is genuine. I left the scene with E. Not long after, there's no doubt that there's something wrong. I have to find the Gnosis.
Yes, Father.
My dear children.
News from the Fortress of Meripede. Master...
Probably the handiwork of that—
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. Set up a meeting for me. Oh, and I—
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was— The initiative belongs to the— You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you. So... It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted. I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea. I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Of course, that is all just how it is, however, quite... Don't you think Fontaine is quite... Ultimately, though, one must... You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve. And as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly.
Nevertheless,
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to... So as expected, the knave has turned up. Permission granted.
Whoa. You can't...
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I believe so. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this
Huh? Why is it raining?
You may be closer to the truth.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly.
You guessed correctly.
Right. There's still...
Please, go
Well, if you are the then since Fontaine's prophet...
None of the currently living. They say that when the first you...
There are 7 elemental...
The dragon sovereign of water who lived... In any case, I believe... Given the status quo, however.
Oh, so even you can't...
I still have some urgent matters to attend.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree? Wait, you understand? So, demonstration is not required. Good.
Traveler! Paimon! Are you still doing alright? We're fine, but what about you? A few people sustained super... Oh, of course. How did Nervalette know that... Well, Miss sure Nervalette has... I ran into the bombshell. If you're not too... Just let me know if you get a... I'd like to take the opportunity...
You guys are back.
You guys didn't get...
Huh?
And here I thought...
All right.
Hey, it wasn't just me.
Something like... I was also transferred whenever he'd say that.
Hey, there's nothing...
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendly.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Courier, Miss Sijwin told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on...
That's no excuse for... Huh?
Junior, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite...
And you? Are you?
Yep. That...
It can be a bit annoying.
I mean, the infirmary...
Oh, yeah?
You two really are just...
Not at all!
Now guess, what...
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from...
Oh, right.
Whoa, how did...
She didn't want to stress you out.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out.
You meant father?
She said a few things that were...
Her attitude towards you is even better. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll...
Father...
Oh, Paimon just remembered...
God. Hey!
Are you going to stay?
Looks like it.
Excellent. I will hope...
For real? Then Paimon...
Another implies that you are all... Well, next time.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Eudex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Clorinde has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Clorinde received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so
For real? Then we could stay here for—
you may access the cafe. Just remember to come complete your paperwork.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same. Being free sure feels pretty special now. Huh? How did you know? Hey, that's not true! All right. It's like we've now gone to there are so many bad things in the world, and you're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only